What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Thursday NBA talk with Jay, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I just want to say I appreciate everybody's positive vibes, man. It's something that's really big to me. Obviously, when people come like with negative vibes, that's something that I really do hate because I really do feel like it's something like with karma. You see what I'm saying? But it's all anybody that's coming in here with positive vibes every single day, especially if you're following the plays as well. You see what I'm saying? Like you should want to bring positive vibes. So I just want to say to everybody that types it in the chat, we will win. Everybody that brings positive vibes every single day, it really does mean something to me because everything is about it's all about vibrations. It's all about positive energy. You see what I'm saying? All that good stuff, man. But it's all love. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you like the show, hit the like button, man. We used to be getting 1,000 likes on the show. My God, let's get back to getting 1,000 likes on the show if you guys can. If you don't mind, it's just a button there. Damn, my fucking beard is going crazy today, man. But regards to that, I don't give a damn about no beard. I'm not trying to impress nobody. Let's try to get to this cash today, my guys. Like I say, if you guys can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the word as well with your friends and family. This fucking beard is tripped out. God damn, does Harden play today or somewhat? Let's get straight to it in this one, my guys. I'm not here to waste your fucking time. Let's go over here to the streets of. So I just want to say what I'm on today, just to start the show off with my best play today. I am taking the Heat here plus the 5 for today. That is my play of the day. I do have an honorable mention. I have other looks, and I'm always thinking about this shit all day, man. So I'm saying that's why I pour my heart and soul into this. But I might have a good prop for today as well, and also gonna be doing a prop show with our guy Prop Bomb from Action Network at 3 p.m. Eastern as well. So 2 hours from now, we'll be diving into every game and looking for some nice props as well, my guys. Let's get straight to it in this one. It will be his first time on the show, but Heat plus 5 for me today. That's my top spot of the day. Let's go for 4-4. If I cash the Heat today, I'm going to buy 100 4-for-4s from Wendy's and passing them out to the homeless. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing, my guys. So let's hope that we get this cash today with the Heatles in this one. Game 6 of the NBA fucking finals here. All right, first game up. Let's go over here to the streets of Charlotte in this one. We got the Hornets getting 11.5 points at the house versus the Bucks. We know that they're just coming off a game where they got smoked by damn near 50 points versus the Bucks. And I said the Bucks are going to figure things out. They're going to come out of the break smoking teams, and that's exactly what they've done. 3-0 straight up and in against the spread in their last 3 games since the All-Star break. They've actually covered 5 of their. They've actually won 5 of their last 7 games and covered 5 of their last 7 games as well. They put this damn keyboard down, man. Shit. They put this damn keyboard down. I wish I could get the figure out how to do the song with the keyboard, but it's a simple game for me. I'm only looking towards Bucks here. I know that the Hornets were playing a lot better. I know that they have revenge from a 38-point loss as well. I'm still not looking their way though. I'm not stepping in front of the Bucks right now. I sense something with them. You remember what happened with the Clippers? They started off horrible and then they rattled off a crazy run. I could see that same thing with the Bucks as well. And I kind of said it a few days ago, if you bet the Cavs to win their division, which you got them at a plus number, I would probably come back and hedge with that on the Bucks. I think the Cavs might. I'm not gonna say they're going to hit a wall, but mainly it's like if any games that the Cavs drop, I think the Bucks are finna go on like a crazy win streak here, man. So I said that they would win 5 straight games coming out of break. They've won 3 straight so far. They got this one and then the Bulls next. I'm not stepping in front of this. It does get a little harder after that. But I'm not stepping in front of this team. Both teams are on the first leg of a back-to-back. The Bucks go to Chicago tomorrow, and then the Hornets go to Philadelphia. And also the Hornets, after playing so well, they are 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games. But you got to remember, sitting at 15 wins, they don't want to win too many games. You see what I'm saying? So I'm spending too much time on this game. I don't really have I don't have a bet on this game, but I know for a fact that I'm not stepping in front of the Bucks anytime soon unless they're like a huge rest disadvantage or something like that, my guys. So I'd still lean Bucks here. I still lean Bucks over their team total once again, but it's not a game that I bet. I don't usually like to go against the revenge spot, but I know the Bucks are not to be fucked with right now. I'm not bucking the Bucks right now. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over to the streets of Orlando in this one. Magic land 6.5 points at the house versus the Jazz in this one. the Magic, obviously, now they're going to be without Jonathan Isaac, but I do expect Banchero to be back in his game. He's been out for 2 straight games. He went through shoot around the last game, which means that the illness is getting a lot better. He probably just ended up like, all right, I'm going to take one more day off. But that's 2 more days off with the day off yesterday. So could only look towards the Magic here, man. Now, I know that the Jazz, that sometimes they can buy just, I don't want to trust the Jazz on the road. This line opened up at 5. It's 6.5 now. And I agree with the way that it's been moving. The Jazz can be sneaky sometimes, but they're just in horrible form right now. 1-6 straight up and against the spread in their last 7 games. The Magic are obviously trying to get the best record they can, the best seed as well in the playoffs. Let me just see real quick where they sit, because I know that they're fighting. They're like, they don't even want to be in the play-in tournament. So the Magic sit at the 8th seed right now. If they and they could fuck around and catch, they're not going to catch Miami, but the Sixers are probably going to continue to drop, and then the Magic are going to be fighting with the Pacers. They're going to be fighting for their 6th seed. So every game is important for the Magic. Mosley should probably be up for a candidate for Coach of the Year. The way that he's changed his team over, like year by year, they've gotten better and better. And I said towards the end of last year, I said, man, the Magic are going to be a buy-on team next year, and this is what they're doing here. I do expect Banchero to be back. This is a Magic spot. Now, the Sharps are taking the points here with the Jazz, but I don't necessarily agree with it here. Maybe it could be a close game, but I feel like the Magic going to get the job done. They beat Utah earlier this season in Utah, and that's when Utah was playing well as well. The Magic laid 1.5 points versus the Jazz over there in Utah, beat them 115-113. So why can't they beat them at the house, where the Magic are much better and the Jazz are much worse on the road as well, man? The Jazz, they don't really play that well on the road. They're 9-21 straight up, and then 13-17 against the spread, 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games. They used to own the Magic. Like before the Magic beat them earlier this year, the Jazz had beat them 9 of the last 10 times. Now it's the Magic's turn. Like, all right, you was the big brother for a while. Now I'm bigger than you. You see what I'm saying? Now it's my turn to kick your ass, man, to beat you up, give you a bloody nose over there. So I'd lean towards the Magic here. You've lost a little bit of value. It was at 5 last night. It's up to 6.5. If and when Banchero's rolled in, it might even go up to 7.5, man. So, but this is a Magic spot. It was between this one and the Heat for my top spots of the day. But I mean, the Heat is like, it spoke to me. It spoke to me. The night before last, I was like, the Pacers is speaking to me, man. It's like, I feel the 3 for 3 coming. And then after I already make my plays, I'm already on to the next day. And so I've already started looking at tomorrow's card. There's like a ton of great spots as well. But the Magic, I mean, the Heat is like, the Magic speak to me, but the Heat speak to me a little bit more, my guys. I got to rock with that spot, but the Magic are very honorable mention. It's definitely a heavy lean over there, my guys. What my guys say, he going to Magic City. He say he finna go see some, I don't even want to say it. He finna go see some so-and-so and so-and-so at Magic City and knowing. And I appreciate all the positive vibes. This guy has a piano. Let's go over to the street to New York in this one, man. Knicks getting 4.5 points at the house versus the Warriors in this one. Warriors need all the wins they can get. And honestly, I hope that they win this game, because like there's a spot tomorrow. This a horrible spot for the Warriors tomorrow. So they have to win this game, because you're probably not going to win tomorrow. Now, the Knicks, like it's not that I'm trying to figure them out. They are still really hurt. They are still missing OG Anunoby. Remember, when they got OG, they were going fucking crazy. Well, guess what? They hadn't went crazy since. They're 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games. Even those, they're 3-7 straight up and 1-9 against the spread in their last 10. They beat Detroit by 2. Should have lost that game. They beat the 76ers, who are obviously reeling, and they beat the Grizzlies. So there's really nothing to write home about the Knicks here lately, to be perfectly honest with you. The Warriors need every fucking win, especially with the Lakers winning that game last night. I'm pretty sure that put the Warriors back into the 10th seed. Let me go back and look again, but I'm pretty sure that put the Warriors, so the Warriors are back in the 10th seed now. These guys don't want to be in the play-in tournament, which, I mean, they probably are, but you'd like at least to get home court advantage in the play-in tournament, especially the Warriors as well. They are 18. It's crazy because the Warriors flipped the script this year. They're 18-8 against the spread and on the road. They've actually been covering the shit out some spreads. Now, I'll be honest, this line has been going up. It opened up at 2.5, 3. It's up to 4.5 now. If Brunson plays, which I do expect, I mean, it just depends on how hurt his neck really is. But we know Hardenstein's going to play. Now, I'll tell you, if Brunson doesn't play, the Knicks don't have a chance. We know that he's their most valuable player. He's one of the most valuable players in the league, but definitely to the Knicks, you never look their way without Brunson. But sometimes I do feel like that they know that they're kind of reeling, and because they feel the heat like on their fucking heels. So Brunson probably plays here. It's a big game. I believe it's a national, it's an ESPN game as well. But the Warriors, man, last time they were in this arena, they got smoked by 38 points, my guys. Like Steph wasn't in that game, but Draymond was. And like obviously teams star teams like to turn up in the Mecca in Madison Square Garden over there, man. So I don't like the way that the Knicks form right now. So I do expect the Warriors to win this game. I do expect the spread to come down once, if and when Brunson is in. I do have a source up there in New York. I might have to hit him up, but I would probably guess that Brunson play. This is a big game. Now the Warriors, they're missing Andrew Wiggins, but they've been playing a lot better, man. The bench has really been has been showing up. They're obviously, the Warriors are a small team, but the Knicks don't really have a ton of size out there as well after Hardenstein. Like they'll play Sims, but Sims is like a lob threat. You can really play hack a Sims and make him shoot from the free throw line, my guys. So I'd lean Warriors. If you like the Warriors, personally, I do feel like the spread might get a little bit better, like maybe go back down to 2.5 when Brunson's in, but I still lean to the Warriors here, and they're going to be in a horrible spot tomorrow, my guys. So you want the Warriors to win this game tomorrow? I'm not gonna get too far ahead, but just you watch the night show tonight, my guys. But I heavily lean towards Warriors here. If there was a third top spot on the card, it would be the Warriors, but I do think the line is going to get better. We're always being smart about this. If you think Brunson's going to be in, you wait. If you suspect that he's going to be out, then obviously you go ahead and take the Warriors now. But I do lean their way regardless, to be perfectly honest with you, man. To be perfectly honest with you. What did he say? The guy said Otto's on. Yeah, no, that's a fact there. That's an absolute fact in that way, my guys. Yeah, man, smash that like button one time for the one time if you guys don't mind, man. Let's get. Oh, come on, bro. Don't start with that, man. I'll start with that, man. That's why I can't even. Hey, let's go over to the streets of Brooklyn here. We're going down the street. You see what I'm saying? Nets, Atlanta point and a half at the house versus the Hawks. Man, it's on the brink of a 1-800 gambler game, to be perfectly honest with you, man. Like flip a coin. Two teams that in theory might have some buy-on, but the buy-on's going to run out at some point. Really kind of the same type of teams. They have a ton of guards, not a ton of bigs. Sometimes they don't play defense. Sometimes they do want to turn up. Obviously, the Nets are going to miss Cam Thomas, especially with Kevin Ollie over there, because he's really utilizing Cam Thomas as well, like in the right way. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to do with this game. I can see it going either way. I stay off these type of games every single time, man. I do think the Hawks are like in the future are gonna be better without Trae Young. Not a lot of people might not believe it, but I know who Trae Young is, and I know how he plays. I call him Benjamin Button. Trae Young is Benjamin Button. He's the oldest looking young guy that I've ever seen, my guys, and it's been that way as well, man. But they're 2-0 straight up in against the spread without Trae Young already. The Nets have covered 4 straight versus the Hawks. I'm not gonna lie, I could see this shit going either way. The Nets are somewhat due to come up as well with their new coach, with their new schemes, but the Hawks are due to come up as well, like playing free without Trae Young over there. But they do have a big problem because when Capella goes off the floor, then they run in Jalen Johnson at the 5 or Bruno Fernando. It's just a really tough game. Like I say, if you're trying to bet this game, I think this is an absolute gamble to be all this shit is a gamble, to be perfectly honest with you. But this is a really tough game in my opinion. Maybe look towards the total. Maybe look towards the hey, cuz Benjamin Button for sure, man. But it's just, I wouldn't suggest betting that game. The total, the sharp money apparently has been coming on the under. Line opened up at 227. It's down to what, like it's down to 223. Now the line opened up at 227 for this game. It's down to 222 here. So the money's actually coming in on the Nets in this one. It's just a tough game, man. I'm not really messing with this game. I'm sorry. Let's go over here to the streets of San Antonio in this one. Spurs getting 11 at the house versus the Oklahoma City Thunder in this game. Now the Thunder have been balling, and I bet SGA to win MVP. So I think he's going to continue to get 30 points every single game. Like he's gunning for MVP. I think he's going to get it. It's no hate on Jokic. Jokic is like the equivalent of like LeBron or Jordan. Not calling him like the GOAT, but I'm saying like where he could probably win MVP every single year. But you have like this thing that's called voters fatigue. They don't want to give it, and I I like it because you can't be giving the MVP to the same person. He already got back-to-back MVPs. He shouldn't get another MVP for at least 3 or 4 years, in my opinion. The way that the Thunder been balling, especially if they mess around and get the number 1 seed. I just feel like SGA is balling right now. I feel like his points prop at 31.5, and I'll talk about this with Prop Bomb. I think 31.5. First off, the Spurs don't have a world star. They don't have a defensive stopper over there. SGA can do whatever the hell he wants. Let me just see real quick because I don't really do notes for props, but I'll tell you the notes that I do have. Spurs, obviously, this is their first game home since February 3rd. They did last year off that rodeo road trip. They did beat the this was a tanking Spurs team. They beat the Pacers outright as 5-point underdogs, and I feel like when after you haven't been home for a while, you're excited to play a home game. We know that Wemby versus Chet is a real thing. Now, the Thunder have already smacked them up twice already this season, 123-87 in OKC, then 140-114. So they've already smoked the Spurs twice already this year. Let me see. First time Wemby had 8 points, 2 assists and 14 rebounds, but he didn't really play that good. SGA had 28 points the first time around. He had 7 steals the first time, man. That's another thing. SGA is leading the league in steals as well, man. You just got to give him the MVP, in my opinion, man. Like, as long as you get more than plus 200, you got to sprinkle a little something on SGA. The next meeting, he had 32 points and 10 assists and 6 rebounds. SGA did. I think SGA over his 31.5, possibly even over his PRA, is a really good look in his games. He's gunning for the MVP, man, and I think he's going to get it. And these are the type of games that he can pad his stats as well, man. I was looking at the Nuggets game last night, and the Nuggets were up 30. They were not taking Jokic out until he got that 10th assist. I'm telling you that right now. And I said they finna make sure he get the triple double, and then he gonna take him out. It's just the league that we're in today, man. I ain't hating. It's just make some money off of it. But Wemby did the second time around. He had 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. I think Wemby to go over his PRA is actually probably a really good look here. Him and Chet Holmgren don't like each other. Wemby's gonna get the rookie of the year. Chet probably doesn't like it, but he's not really a true rookie anyway. I know he got hurt last year, but he's not really a true rookie in my opinion. But he's still eligible for a rookie year, but he's not gonna fucking get it. So this is a Wemby rookie of the year showcase game, but this is also a SGA MVP, like building his MVP case type of game. So the spread, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what to do. I do lean Spurs plus 11 here, but I'm not gonna take it. It probably would be my 4th top spot, maybe 5th top spot on the card, but I slight lean Spurs here. But I'm like, I can't fade the Thunder right now. They could be down by double digits, and then before you know it, and the way that they just lock in and flip that switch, they could be up 20 without it. You know what I'm saying? So if I did bet the Spurs here, if I bet the Spurs and lost, I would regret this one, and I don't make plays anymore that I would possibly regret. So I'm staying off this one, but I think Wemby over his points and rebounds PRA is a good look, and then I think SJ over his points and possibly over his PRA as well is a good look, and maybe even steals as well, because SGA has just been fucking going crazy. You see what I'm saying? He's going crazy. He say, isn't this like the last game? What did y'all say? I'm sorry, guys, can't pay too much attention to the chat. We did have 20 members though that joined the channel, man. I appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate y'all for the love, man. But smallest lane of the Spurs, I think Wemby props and SGA props is even better, to be perfectly honest with you, man. Let's go over to the streets of Phoenix in this one. Suns laying 8.5 at the house versus the Rockets. This is a revenge game, J spot for the Suns. Not necessarily sure if I want to lay 8.5 with the Suns if they don't have everybody out there. Eric Gordon and Bradley Beal are questionable for this game. I hope Beal comes back because I want to go see him play. I want to go see the Suns at full squad play versus the Nuggets. And I'm already going to that Celtics versus Nuggets game. It's going to be a blast. March 7th. I can't fucking wait, my guys. I can't wait. But the Suns have lost 3 of the last 4 to the Rockets. They just lost earlier like a few days ago, 6 days ago, to the Rockets. They led the game 22-6. It looked right out of the gate, it looked like the Suns were finna go blow them out. They were up by 11 points with 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And then before you know it, the Rockets just went on this crazy run, ended up beating the Suns outright. I believe that was a back-to-back spot for the Suns as well. They were coming from Dallas. This time the Suns got rest. They're at the house, and the Rockets are on the road. And you just don't really look towards backing the Rockets on the road. Now there is room for the Rockets to lose the game, but still cover the spread. But I still lean towards the Suns. The way as high power as their offense is, all they got to do is play a little bit of defense in this one, and they can start to go crazy. The Rockets aren't going anywhere. They've played. It's been a real good story for them, being a lot better this year, and they'll be even better next year. But they're not going to the playoffs, and the Suns really do have aspirations to get the best seed that they can. So this is like the opposite ends of spectrum as far as motivation, in my opinion. Rockets 5-23 straight up on the road, 10-18 against the spread. Now the Suns aren't much better against the spread at the house, 12-17-1, but a lot of those games they didn't have their big three as well. So this one's all going to be on Bradley Beal and Eric Gordon. If the Suns are full squad here, I would probably look their way to land the points here. But if even the one, like if they don't have Beal, I can't lay these type of numbers with the Suns because they're an offensive team. They need to be like a well-oiled machine with all of their guys out there to blow you out with offense, because they're not going to do it with defense. So they can't really afford to have one of their big three out, in my opinion here. So this is a spot here, the revenge spot for the Suns, where if they take this game serious, they could win this game by 10, 15 points. I just need Bill in there, to be perfectly honest with you. But I definitely think the Suns beat the I definitely think they win this game outright. You can't be fucking around in the Western Conference over there. Like I said yesterday with the Mavs, it's to that point where these West teams, they need to win damn near every single game, my guy, especially like when you're on that bottom half, when you're like on 6, 7, 8, you don't want to find yourself in the play-in tournament, my guys. Let me just go to it one more time just to see where the Suns are. Suns are sitting at number 5 right now. The Pelicans and the Mavs are on their ass, though. The Pelicans and the Mavs are on their ass. So if the Suns, you want to try and keep that 5 seed, fuck around, even try and get the 4 seed if the Clippers keep on BSing around. You see what I'm saying? So the sun is outshining bright right now. I'd lean towards the Suns here. I would really like to have Beal and Gordon in that particular spot, but however, it's a revenge game, Jay, type of spot, guys. Good Lord. You talk about revenge game, Jay. You talk about revenge game, Jay, and it's not something that even the past few years, some of these teams really don't even really care about the revenge games. But the fucking Heat they're gonna fucking care. This is game 6 in the NBA Finals right now. Now I know it'd be a little bit better if the Heat went on the last game of 4-game road trip. I know it'd be a little bit better, even better if they were in Miami, but they're fucking not. This is a game that's on the schedule, and sometimes you just got to go with what's in front of you. You see what I'm saying? I know that the Nuggets have been hot, but the Heat have been a little bit higher. Get the lighters out, my guys. I got the Heat on right now. Championship revenge spot, finals revenge here. Bounce back J spot for the Heat. They lost 4-1 in the finals. They got smoked in the finals. They won game 2. After that, they lost 3 straight games. Made it a game in game 5. Only lost that game by 5 or 6 points. But I don't care. This is game 6 right here. I know it's a whole new year, but the Heat finna treat this shit like, I hope that they finna treat this shit like game 6. They've lost 9 of the last 10 meetings versus the Nuggets, but I don't care. They're red hot right now. They've won 5 straight, 7 of the last 8, 8 of the last 10 games as well. They're on an 8-0 against the spread streak, my guys. I think they keep this shit going today. Nuggets on the back-to-back after getting revenge. I told you. They had triple revenge versus the Kings, and I almost like it even more because they got down 15 in the second quarter. It was 47-32, and I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Are they looking ahead to tomorrow? I don't need them to lose this game. I need them to win it. They flipped the switch, came out there. I believe they were up by like 4 or 5 points at the end of the half, maybe even 10. I have to check that, but I know that they made this run and got the lead at the end of the first half. But I just feel like that I like it even more because they came out bullshitting. Then when you got to flip the switch, it's almost like you're having to win 2 games. You come out, you get ready. Oh, we don't really care. Oh shit, now we down 15. All right, bet. Come on, let's play. And so that causes even more energy in that way. You see what I'm saying? Nuggets can ball. They can ball out of the house. But this is just the spot. This is like the peak motivation spot here for the Heat. They see that Nuggets on the jersey. It's like, oh, these motherfuckers, y'all kept us back y'all held us back from getting a ring. Jimmy Butler doesn't have a ring. Any of these guys, they don't have a ring, my guys. Kevin Love does, but he's not. I wish he was playing. I wish everybody was playing. I hope Tyler Hero comes back in this one, but I feel like the Heat are a little bit better offensively, a lot better offensively than they were last year. They don't have bum-ass Kyle Lowry out there. I like what they did with DeLon Wright coming off the bench. He's a really good defensive player. He's a really good point guard. He's a lot younger than Kyle Lowry as well. Terry Rozier starting to feel himself as well, man. So I think that this came at the right spot. Nuggets are only 4-7 against the spread on a back-to-back as well, and 0-2 against the spread in their last couple back-to-backs at the house. I think the Heat make it 9 straight covers in this one. I think they might shock the world and win this game outright. 5th game in 8 days for the Nuggets in this one. I know a lot of those games are at the house, but still, maybe some of that fatigue will come into play in this one. Heat 17-12-1 ATS on the road, my guys. This is like they can be road warriors. Nuggets only 13-14 at the house. This was the spot that speaks to me. Nothing's guaranteed, but this is a spot that I will take regardless. My guys, Heroes out. I don't give a damn, man. Jaime Jaquez Jr., step in there, step up, man. I do think that this Heat team is a little bit better than they were last year, man. So Heroes banged up. He probably should play anyway if you're not going to be 100%. If you're not giving it your all, get your ass off the floor. Give me the Heat here plus a 5. I'm not scared. And if you guys don't like it, or if you feel like you might regret it, you don't have to bet it, my guys. And that's a fucking shirt. That's a bar right there. If you feel like you might regret it, you don't have to bet it. I like this shit right there. I'm taking Heat plus the 5. I think they win this shit outright. It might be worth a little sprinkle on the money line here. Major motivational spot for the Heat with the rest advantage as well, my guys. Last game up. Let's go over to the streets of LA in this one. I wish that I could. The people that know, you already know that LeBron is playing this type of way for a special reason or undisclosed reason, but we're not even going to get into that. But they did just go crazy last night. He outscored the Clippers Clippers 19-16 in the fourth quarter last night. Have you ever seen a 39-year-old act this way? You ever seen guys like Tom Brady act that way at their age? But I'm just gonna stop there, my guys. But I'm not gonna lie, I can't bet this game. The spot says Wizards. I'll tell you that right now. The problem is the Wizards are so ass that sometimes it could be a right spot for them. They're just so ass that it doesn't even really matter. Now they can possibly keep this game close. I'm not fucking with this game, man. Saying LeBron is uncertain. The Wizards have lost 10 straight games. They have covered 5 of their last 10 games, so they're 5-5 against the spread. Last 10. Lakers need every win that they can get. They got a huge win last night, but the Lakers. It's 2 things that could happen. It could be emotional letdown, or it could also be something that propels the Lakers to like keep that shit going. You see what I'm saying? But it's a really tough game. The spot would say to take the Wizards here coming off that huge comeback for the Lakers. Had to expend a lot of energy, but I just want you to understand some teams are so damn trash that even though the spot favors them, they still might not get it done, man. So it's just a tough game, my guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. The line was at 11 last night, and then it went down as well. You see what I'm saying? Went down to 9.5. It's just a game that I don't really have a ton of confidence in, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I could definitely see a win and no coverage there, Mark Hill. I could definitely see that. You see what I'm saying? Luis knows in the chat, man. Luis knows, but it's time to get out of here. I don't really come on here to beat my chest, pat myself on the back. None of that shit. I'm not here to waste your time. I come on here to talk about the games, give you the info, and tell you what I'm betting, and then it's up to you from there, my guys. I can't hold your hand. You see what I'm saying? But everybody in the chat, man, type we would. Yeah, Kuzma props. That's not a bad look there. Spot 100% says Wizards, both Lakers and Nuggets in a sandwich spot. No, that's a fact there. That's a fact. Kuzma props. That's not a bad look there, Mark. That's not a bad look. But everybody, let's keep the positive vibes going, my guys. Let's keep the positive vibes going. Type we will win in the chat. Even if you're coming back watching the show later, type in the comments we will win, my guys. Let's get this cash. Let's make it a 4 for 4 like we fucking spokespersons for Wendy's or something, my guys. And we can. I'm telling you right now, if the Heat cash this shit, if they can lose by 4, I wouldn't care. I just need them to cover the 5 points. I'm going to buy. I hadn't pulled up to Wendy's in probably 3 or 4 years. I don't eat fast food anymore, but I will pull up to Wendy's and get 100 4 for 4s for the homeless, my guys. I'm going to downtown and I'm pulling up to Wendy's and we handing out bags of food. I'm a man of my word. Y'all know that shit. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Heat plus the 5 is my play of the day. The honorable mentions would be Magic. In the order of probably confidence, Magic was like really close. Magic, Warriors, Suns, Wemby over his point PRA, SGA over his points in PRA as well is a really good lean, and then I'd also small lean to the Bucks as well, my guys. But Heat plus 5, trying to go 4 for 4 one time for the one time, my guys. Like we going to Wendy's, my guys, and I'm trying to I'll pull up a Wendy's with a big smile on my face and spend $400 with them with no fucking problem, my guys. It's all love. Let's hit the like button if you can, man. Let's get 1,000 likes. I'd like to ask for 1,500, but let's get 1,000 likes, man. Y'all show some love. Type We will win. Send the positive vibes. Let's get this cash, man. It's all love. Back at 3 p.m. Eastern with our guy, Prop Bum. And y'all know, back tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, Saturday and Sunday show. I hadn't looked that far yet, but I'll do Saturday, Sunday show for the people. It's all love, man. Let's keep it going. It's all love. I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show. We out, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on.